Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do like an update. I've got music on in the background. It lowers cortisol levels. It's the banging on the what are they called? It's the like soundscapes and sound baths and stuff like that. So I listen to stuff like that because it actually works. It helps your body. But today I just wanted to do like an update on what's been going on, how I've got to this place where I am now, which is in my bedroom. Walked, I don't know, no, but you know what I mean. So 2 years ago, I took myself off antidepressants, um, paroxetine, promazine, and I was on cocodamol. I was on propranolol, I was on diazepam, I was on lorazepam, and I'd been on them tablets for 10 years plus maybe. I'd swapped over from mirtazapine when I was with my ex-girlfriend. When I swapped over, all hell broke loose. Like, my world literally collapsed. I lost 2 jobs, I lost my girlfriend, my grandma died. I didn't speak to my family for 7, 8 years. But I wasn't in control of that. I'm coming to terms with now. It's life, innit? And when I took myself off them tablets, I could see clearly for the first time, even though it nearly broke me. It nearly killed me because I went into severe cold turkey withdrawals. I'm still in protracted withdrawal. That means that the symptoms come back at like any spontaneous time with the same intensity. And like I had morning anxiety. I've still got morning anxiety, but that depends on what food I eat, so I've got to be careful because it brings it on. But the morning anxiety was just waking up with doom, a sense of dread. Not like when I first came off them in 2023. All I used to do was get up, cry, go to the bath, put my music on, cry. But I just needed something to like drown out the noise. I'm just gonna shut my window because we've got a storm going on here. So it's Storm Irwin, I think it's called, or something like that. But I'm ready for it. So yeah, coming off the tablets was the best thing I've ever done in my life, and the worst at the same time. Um, because it's the worst withdrawal I've ever had. I've been on heroin. I've come off heroin 3 times in my life. Withdrawal from it, and coming off the antidepressants is by far the most intense, horrible experience you could ever go through. So that's what made me start wanting to do my videos, to help people and like warn people of what can happen if you go on the tablets, if you're not given the right advice and if you've not done your own research and stuff. And then, so yeah, I'm having to deal with everything that and trauma before as well, from childhood and stuff like that. It all seems to like come at once. But I'm learning to compartmentalise it, put it into little like boxes that I can work with at one at a time, because if you try to do too much, you won't be able to because it's too much. But if you can do one thing, you can build on that and get to where you want to go. Because I wasn't strong enough in 2023 to exercise. I did try, but like I didn't have the physical strength or the mental strength. And then 2024, I started running in May. And I started doing weights in September. You see my muscles? I've got muscles. So they're progressing. and that's doing really well for me. Going outside, running, um, and doing my weights, it's a discipline. I'm disciplining myself, and I'm trying to discipline myself with like my emotions and things like that. Because I've never really known how to. And everything was just terrifying to me, but it's not actually that terrifying. It's just how I deal with it. Other people deal with things differently because they've seen things differently and experienced things differently. And I deal with things how I always knew, because I always had something. I always had a drug. I always had alcohol. I always had maybe a person to mask how I was, and then every emotion went into that kind of thing. So, and I just lost myself. But I'm happy to say that I'm feeling much more balanced, much more with the world, much more with the universe. I'm listening to myself. I'm listening to my intuitions of what's good for me and what's not good for me. Um, and some things sometimes you want aren't good for you, and you've got to listen to yourself, and because your body actually rejects things that aren't good for you. So yeah. What else? So I've tried to come off cannabis as well. I was smoking that for since 2016 maybe. So nearly 10 years, well 9 years, 8 years. That's a long time anyway. But I was smoking it from morning till night as a coping strategy to deal with everything that came at once, kind of thing. So I thought I needed that to just like help me. And I did at the time. I did need it at the time. I didn't need it, but it was the only thing that I had because I didn't have no support. I didn't have like no friends or anything like that. I still well, my family's took themselves out of my life again. But that's up to them. Let them in there. Let people do what they want to do. On my healing journey, things are going to come up that people won't like. I don't like some of the stuff, but to heal, you've got to feel. And for a long time, I didn't feel anything. I was just angry at the world for things that had gone on and stuff like that. And I wasn't directed in a healthy way to cope. So I just initialised my own coping strategies, which was all I knew at the time. And with the environments that I kept ending up in, it just all went to shit basically. So I'm here now. I have given up weed. It's day 46 or 47. I have had the odd joint here and there, but it's not an everyday occurrence. It's not an every night occurrence. It's literally the odd one here and there. But like, I think things come into like bring you down kind of thing, and you've got to tell yourself how well you've done and how far you've got, like, and you don't really need that coping strategy anymore because you're putting other things in place to cope with things better in your life. And it's really lonely. It's like there's this thing. It's like the awakening, and everyone's awakening apparently. But I've been awake since I was born probably. I didn't listen to teachers. Didn't listen to my mum and dad. I don't like authority. Because authority, you should be able to live your life free. You should be able to be yourself. And there's a lot of people in the world who like to put people in boxes and subdue them into these little tiny boxes that they think that you've got to behave, you've got to eat a certain way, you've got to walk a certain way, You've got to talk a certain way. You've got to have a certain job. You've got to have the perfect family. You've all these things to live up to. And I weren't up for any of that shit. So I just rebelled, and people didn't like it. People still don't like it because I still rebel. I won't be told what I can and can't do, and if something makes me happy, I mean, things get inbuilt into you, kind of thing. So you've always got that thing where, like, you're wary of being told off, or can I do this? Can I do that? But it shouldn't be like that. So my aim this year is to be totally free. With everything that people have tried to put upon me and put me in my box. That didn't get me nowhere. That just got me into an 8 years nervous breakdown where I didn't. I was just a zombie for 8, 9 years, 10 years maybe, and I worked myself. I worked myself before that because I was just taking drugs and I was drinking, and it was just all a lot. But yeah, you don't know if you're in that situation. You don't know. But I'm glad I've got the head on my shoulders that I have got on my shoulders, because I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for me. And I hope someday, if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I need support and I need this and I need that, you don't. You need yourself. You need to trust yourself. You need to be aligned with your body and your thoughts. Like, even when I'm running, I'm mindful of my running. Like, because I can slow down, I can speed up, but I'm in control of what does that. If I go too fast, I'm going to get out of breath. My heart rate's going to go too high. I control that by slowing down. What else do I do? I'm always mindful of a lot of things. I'm mindful of how I walk. I'm mindful of, like, I can't really think at the minute, but I'm going to write them down because I am mindful of a lot of things. I do, like, I'm conscious about a lot of things that I do. So yeah, I just wanted to give an update, because it's been a while since I've uploaded, like, an update. So my main aim in the next few months is to keep up with my exercise. And I don't do it to exercise to get fit. I do it because I like it. I like running and I like lifting weights, and I like the feeling the buzz that it gives me. I'm not doing it to lose weight. I'm not doing it. I am kind of doing it. Well, it is for my mental health. It's brilliant for mental health. Is exercise, any kind of exercise, like being outside, especially if you're near water. It energises you. So yeah, I did get a bit lost, but I can't keep getting lost because of other people's actions. I need to stay in my own lane. I need to play my own game, and I need to get where I want to be. And if I keep fawning and, like, people pleasing, then I'm never going to get there. So I need to concentrate on me. I need to concentrate on people that are actually there for me, that spend time with me, that make an effort to call me and get in touch with me. Because I'm not being the one to always do stuff anymore. I think it's silly. All these generations, like, oh, go and visit your mum. Do they ever come and see you? No. So I'm done with that, and I'm not going to get upset, and I'm not going to get mad, because that's all I ever did for a lot of years, like, manipulated into, like, thinking I should do things, and I'm not that. I'm not doing that. I've got through this on my own. I asked for help. And when I phoned and said I needed help, they were there, but there were nothing from anyone. So for 2 years I got myself cold turkey off antidepressants. I had to go through all the withdrawals, the shaking, the sickness, the distortion to the world, like the disassociation, just a generally not feeling part of humanity. But that does go if you're on antidepressants and you're thinking of coming off them. And if you are thinking of coming off them, it needs to be tapered slowly, like microdoses. Even if you've been taking it for a week, do your research. And the weed is my only coping mechanism, as I call it, that I've got left. So it's a bit to and fro. But on a positive, it's not every day and it's not every night. It's like I say, it's just the odd joint here and there. So I'm dead proud of myself to get into this point, because I've done it all by myself. I don't have no one to ring. I don't have no one to talk things through with except myself. And that's what I've done, and that's what I need to keep reminding myself, because I'm fucking strong. And I just need to give myself credit for everything that I've like overcome and everything that I've like achieved, because I've achieved so much. I've got 2 amazing children. I'm amazing. I'm getting there. And yeah, I just want to put videos out for people that are struggling and thinking that they're not worthy of anything, or they're not loved, because you are. You do it by yourself. Like, and I know it feels like horrendous on days where you feel so alone, where that you just want to hug or something like that. But look, you can give yourself a hug. And I know it's not the same, but if you keep doing that, then you'll eventually come to a point where you're just not gonna. You're just gonna be fine. You're gonna absolutely be fine. Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on your health. Wealth doesn't mean nothing, because money doesn't make people happy. It helps, but it's yeah. Just concentrate on growing as a person. Try not to concentrate on the bad things that have happened. Obviously, there's feelings there, but they're just the feelings that you need to work with now, kind of thing. It doesn't matter about the incident, what happened. It's the feeling that it brought. So if you're dealing with, you can't deal with the incident because that's gone. So, but if you bring the feelings that you're still struggling with and thoughts that you're still struggling with to the table, you can work with that. There's things to work with, because you're feeling it now. It's in the moment, so you can work with that. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment, anyway. So yeah, and I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, because I actually don't know what I would have done without all your support and kind words. And I do try to message back as much as I can, but sometimes I'm just not like with it enough to do it. But I do try my best, because I appreciate you so much. If you're new to my channel, if you're watching this, can you subscribe, because that'll be healthy for my algorithm to get videos going around, like information and stuff. And if you could like, and also push the notification, because that'll inform you of my next videos, which you'll want to watch, of course, because I've got loads of information. If you can't big yourself up, nobody else is going to. So yeah, this one's for me. No, I'm getting there. Hopefully in a year's time you'll see how much progress can make. Do you know what I mean? So I hope you have a lovely day, everyone. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Thank you.